James Sunderland receives a mysterious letter from his deceased wife Mary, claiming she is waiting for him in Silent Hill. Haunted by memories and unresolved grief, he sets off for the fog-shrouded town. The letter is dated recently, impossible since Mary died 3 years ago. James clutches onto the hope she might still be alive. The emotional pull proves too strong. He arrives and the town greets him with eerie silence and mist. Fog and footsteps as James enters the outskirts. The town is abandoned and covered in an unnatural fog. Footsteps echo where no one walks. He finds the town distorted like a forgotten dream. Unnatural sounds emerge from the mist, moans, sirens, whispers. James sees ghostly shapes moving just beyond his sight. His journey inward begins. The apartment complex. James explores a decrepit apartment building where shadows move on their own. Inside, he meets Angela, a disturbed young woman searching for her mother. Her words are cryptic and filled with guilt. Blood trails line the walls and lead to rooms that don't follow earthly geometry. James finds a disturbing monster for the first time, something that moves like a man but is faceless and twitching. First encounter with Pyramid Head while navigating deeper into the complex. James has his first terrifying encounter with Pyramid Head. The towering helmeted figure stands motionless at first, then pursues him with an impossibly large blade. James hides and narrowly escapes, but is shaken. The encounter hints at a deeper punishment. Pyramid Head seems connected to James himself. Maria appears. James meets Maria, a woman who looks identical to Mary, but with a flirtatious and volatile personality. She doesn't know who Mary is, but insists on joining him. James is drawn to her. Her presence is both comforting and confusing. Maria's behavior swings from caring to mocking. James wonders if he's losing his grip on reality. Monsters of the Mind Silent Hill begins to twist itself to reflect James' inner torment. Nurses with grotesque bodies and jerky movements attack him in the hospital. He fights them off, but each battle drains him emotionally. Every monster seems symbolic: desire, guilt, repression. Maria watches silently as if she knows what they represent. Hospital horrors. James and Maria explore Brookhaven Hospital, where time and space break down. Elevators move to floors that don't exist. He finds Mary's old records, but they change every time he reads them. Maria disappears, screaming for help, and James chases after her. He finds her dead in a room, impaled. She's alive again. James, distraught over Maria's death, is stunned to find her alive and uninjured moments later. She doesn't remember dying. Her presence grows even more unsettling. He wonders if she's a hallucination or ghost, yet he cannot bring himself to leave her behind. His grip on what's real begins to crumble. Eddie's Rage. James meets Eddie, an unstable man with a loaded pistol who talks about being bullied and killing a dog. He laughs maniacally, defending his right to hurt others. James sees himself reflected in Eddie's madness. Silent Hill seems to be judging them both. The town knows their secrets. The hotel clue. James finds an old postcard pointing toward the Lakeview Hotel, where he and Mary spent their honeymoon. He believes this may be where Mary is waiting. Maria insists on going with him. As they prepare to leave, the world shifts. The town's fog grows darker and ash begins to fall from the sky. Angela's descent. James finds Angela again, standing before a room engulfed in fire. She reveals horrific abuse by her father and the pain she's carried. She walks into the flames, calling them a warning. James tries to stop her, but fails. Her fate mirrors what James fears about himself, that he too is beyond saving. Boat to the Truth crossing Toluca Lake by boat. James sails toward the hotel in eerie silence. Maria lays beside him, singing softly. Fog surrounds them like a blanket of judgment. As they dock, Maria vanishes again. The hotel looms ahead, its windows lit by a strange glow. James steels himself for the truth. Hotel of memories inside the Lakeview Hotel. James relives his time with Mary Sid's laughter, fragments of love. Old videotapes play moments of their past, but the joy turns sour as recordings shift. He sees himself standing over a dying Mary, his face contorted with rage. The truth starts to unravel. Revelation of guilt. James discovers a hidden room with a videotape labeled James. Playing it reveals the moment he euthanized Mary. Overwhelmed by grief and her illness, he smothered her with a pillow. The letter he received was never real. It was his delusion. Silent Hill brought him here for atonement. Maria's final death, Maria reappears, but this time she pleads with James to stay with her forever. Suddenly, Pyramid Head kills her again in front of him. James finally understands. Maria was a creation of his guilt and desire. Pyramid Head, too, was born from his need for punishment. His executioner, twin Pyramid Heads, James confronts two Pyramid Heads in a final symbolic battle. He doesn't fight to win, he confronts them as part of himself. They impale themselves as James accepts the truth. Their duty fulfilled, they vanish. The darkness begins to lift, revealing the town's true nature, one of penance. Mary's final letter, a spectral image of Mary, appears, no longer twisted by pain. She forgives James and acknowledges his torment. She encourages him to live and move on. He finds a final real letter, written by Mary before her death. It's filled with love and understanding. James weeps, free at last. The ending you choose depending on James' actions through the story. The ending varies. He may leave Silent Hill with new hope, drive into the lake consumed by guilt, or stay with a reborn Maria, trapped in delusion. The line between redemption and punishment blurs. Silent Hill always gives what you deserve. Silent Hill sleeps again. The fog lifts slightly as James departs the town, or is consumed by it. Silent Hill returns to its quiet state, waiting for the next soul. It is not evil, but a mirror. In its silence lies judgment. The town watches silently as reality reclaims what's left of James Sunderland. Post-credit glimpse, a new figure approaches Silent Hill in the distance. They hold a letter, or maybe a photograph. The cycle may begin again. The screen cuts to black with the sound of static and a faint whisper of Mary's voice. Silent Hill is never done with us.